Hi everybody and welcome back to Bariatric Living 101. I'm Lisa and actually it's this evening now. So this evening I am going to be making what I call taco potatoes. So normally I've done this in the past, but I have done it before with russet potatoes. But this time I am going to try it with sweet potatoes. For some reason, when my taste buds changed after this surgery, I now like sweet potatoes, and I didn't ever think I would ever like sweet potatoes, but now I'm on this big sweet potato kick. And so I am going to try my taco potatoes on a sweet potato. So let's get started. Oh, and just to let you know, my sweet potatoes are already in the oven at 375 degrees. So they should be done. They've been in there for probably about 15 minutes now. So I will check them in about, I don't know, I'm going to let them go for about another 30 to 45 minutes. So, but in the meantime, we're going to prepare all the toppings. Okay, I already have some onion diced up into my pan. I chopped that up with my handy dandy food chopper. And now I am using ground pork for my taco meat. My husband and I seem to like ground pork quite a bit actually. And so I use it on a lot of stuff. I use it in my chili. I use it for taco meat. I just think it tastes really good. And in the past, my husband and I haven't had much luck in the ground beef department when it comes to, like, you know, getting those hard pieces like gristle or like almost feel like rocks in your meat. And ever since that started with ground beef, I pretty much quit buying ground beef. I buy it every now and then if I can buy the 100% grass-fed beef at Aldi's. That one I like. However, right now, I had to do a large grocery shopping trip and I was just trying to cut costs. So the ground pork is half the price of the ground beef. Ground beef is like over $6 a pound, and this ground pork is only $3.19 a pound. All right, I'm going to turn my stove on. We want to get this pork all brown and my onions all sauteed in the pork grease that we have, which this pork is pretty darn lean. There's not a whole lot of grease. It gets to the point where if you let it cook a little while, there's no grease to drain. So that's another reason why I like it. I don't have to drain away all the flavor. So I'm going to get this all brown and I will be back as soon as that's done. I've got my ground pork and my onions all sauteed up in my meat brown. And the grease that was in here is pretty much gone. So now I'm going to add my taco seasoning. I do mild. I'm not a spicy kind of girl. I don't like spice. So, but if you like spice, add spice. You just follow the directions on your packet. This one calls for 3/4 cup of water. Put some taco seasoning. Turn my heat back up. Try to get this up to boiling. Turn my heat up a little bit more. So you might hear some noises in the background. It's evening time around here, and so that means, you know, people are home and doing their thing. My son is like taking a shower because it's the end of the day and he's home from work now. So just letting you know. Alright, got this boiling now. Now I'm going to reduce the heat back down and let it just simmer while I get my refried beans cooked up. So my store carries, I don't know if your store does, but Myers here locally carries black bean refried beans, which is real good. I've already had them in the past, and everything is so good in them. It's for half a cup, it's only 1.5 grams of fat, and it does have 22 grams of carbs, but that's just because it's beans. But it only has 1 gram of sugar. It does have 5 grams of dietary fiber, but it has 7 grams of protein. And that's for a whole half a cup. So I don't know about you, but I can't do anything Mexican without having some refried beans. So I'm going to get these heated up and I'll be back. Hi everybody, welcome back. Everything's done now. And now you're going to get to see me build my taco sweet potato. Okay, so I still have it wrapped up in this foil at the moment. I'm going to take it out. Due to me having bariatric surgery, I'm eating a very small one. So woo, look at that steam. Alrighty. I'm going to cut it in half. Oh, this is going to be so good. And I'm just going to mash mine down. Just like that. I'm going to add a little bit of butter to mine. It probably really doesn't need it, but I'm going to add a little bit. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt before I add everything else. Okay, now for the good stuff. Alright, so I have my refried beans in this pot. I'm just going to put some refried beans down. I'm going to spread that out a little bit. Then I have my ground taco pork here, ground meat, taco seasoning in it. Put that on top. Yum. Then I have some mild salsa. Actually, before I do the salsa, I'm going to do my cheddar cheese so the cheese can be melting. I got some shredded cheddar cheese here that I'm going to put on top. Get that to melting. Now I'm going to put on some salsa. Like I said, I don't do spicy, I do mild. So this is why it's mild taco seasoning, mild salsa. But if you like spice, you do you. Alright, and then some sour cream. And voila! We have a taco potato. Yum, look at that. Alrighty, time for our taste test. Like I said, I've done this in the past with regular potatoes, but I've never done it with a sweet potato. It's going to burn my mouth up, so I'm going to do a smaller bite. Get some sour cream on there. Mmm. Yum. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. That is so good with sweet potatoes. Oh gosh, you guys have got to try this. It is so phenomenal. So good. Try it, please. And let me know if you do. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.